Hello guys, good evening. I hope I'm audible. Can you please confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, what about others? Can you guys please confirm? I hope I'm audible to the YouTube audience also. Can you guys please confirm? All right. Morning also, I noticed this same thing. We have a very less participants in the morning class. And today also, like you guys are, I'm thinking that you are planning something about weekend. But till 2, the drives is supposed to be end. There is no such a weekend. So I will encourage you to put the message in your unprofessional groups or unofficial groups, whatever it may be, to join the sessions. And that is what mandatory. Someone with their own departments, if you have any unofficials group, please post the link right there and ask them to join. Maybe sir is busy with other things. That is why he not shared the morning also probably the same thing was happening. So if there is anything like if the link was not shared in the group, someone can just copy and paste it. All right, so we guys are beat into the level 3 pseudocodes. And again, some couple of level 3 pseudocodes here we guys are going to be discuss, and then recursive pseudocodes combinedly we are going to be discussed so far. My plan is like let us finish all these pseudocodes by today itself, recursive pseudocode as well, so that tomorrow and day after we can able to discuss with the data structure concept what kind of questions it will come. And as I said, out of 10, only 6 needs to be correct. So as I train you personally, so I know what topic you are so stronger at. So I have some strategy related to that too. Only the thing is you guys needs to be follow that same as per your own implementation. So let us begin with the today's session. Here, some couple of level 3 pseudocodes I want you to revise. I want you to solve right here on your screen and then move forward to the level 4 and level 5 pseudocodes so that that practice will be getting and as well you will be there in a loop. So here is the first question and I want you guys to solve these questions. I hope you can see the question on screen and your time start now. All right. So as I received with the 10 answers and of 7 from YouTube Live, everyone replies is as a 20. And I hopes that, okay, will it be the right answer because there is no any other answer came right at here. But I will tell you one hack right here. Like if you don't know the sections and you want to solve that particular pseudo codes, then you just have to check here is like what is the value of A. So if I observe the code properly, what I can suppose to get is, well, into this code, the value of A is not going to change, which means the answer must be greater than 10 only. Why I said it is greater than 10? Because A plus B I got written. Okay, now let us observe the operation here. So we got written with XOR operation. Now XOR does not comes with a double value. XOR will reduce that value in some part, which means the 32 will be not an answer. Then what must be the answer? Either a 20 or a 29. Now, how I can judge whether it's 20 or a 29 itself? That completely depends on the value of C that you are going to be calculate. The value of C is 5, and in that case, like this is what my logic I used to keep it. In that case, I will check the options, those I feel comfortable. Okay, this will be the right answer for this. And the last value of C, if that number is getting divisible completely, then that must be the right answer. Till to the date, I am using that tricks to make that happen. And I hope this tricks will also supposed to be like help with you while solving the exam. So the correct answer for this question is what? That option D, which is 20 in this case. Okay, now let us move to the next question. Let me reset the timer. Okay, why to show all this message? I don't want to show this. All right. Okay, so here is the second question on his screen. All right, guys. So your time starts now. All right, that is so appreciative that some of the students solve the question. As I stated, the time here is like on 39 seconds, 42, 46, 56, and in YouTube also within 1 minute they have answered the questions. In YouTube, everyone replies as a 14, but right here in a call, I have two different options. Even like one person also posted the same answer right at here, like different answers, 14 and 15. So we are going to check what must be the answer of this and what is the correct answer from now. So let me just, like maximize the screen. So as per the things, we have some couple of values with us. What is the value of A right here in the problem statement given? Okay, A is what? 4. Okay, B equals to is 3 and C equals to is 10. Now we have these functions to call, okay, with the value of 4, 3 and 10. and we want to check with this condition. Okay, let us check with the condition. We know this block is going to run only if this condition becomes true. If it is false, this block is not going to run. Okay, so we have this c plus a. What is the value of c plus a? So 14 plus 10, that is, sorry, 10 plus 14, sorry, 10 plus 4 becomes 14, and 14 is less than b minus c. Well, that case, like value of b is 3 and c is 10. Even you don't want to calculate, it is condition becomes false, and if the condition becomes false, only the value of b is going to change. We are not changing the value of a and c as well. So a will be remains 4 and c will be remains 10. So 14 plus something that I need to write in such a case that all this output will come. But again, so 12 plus 8, that is 20, 20 and C, that is what, 10. So let us first write the binary of 10, that is 1010, and binary of 20, 16 plus 4. Okay, I'm going to write here 16 plus 4. And if I can see, the result is what? 0. So value of B is 0. So 4 plus 10, the right answer in this case is option D. Option D is the right answer. Those who returns with 14 right at here, that is only the answer for this given problem statement. All right. Okay. Now let us move to the next question again. So let me just arrange with the screen so that we can see the timer properly. Okay, let me reset it. Okay, so here we are. All right, guys. So this is from here, level 4 and 5 pseudocodes are going to start. Your time starts now. I just want you to try. Later, we will see how the things are going to be happened. So we have some couple of answers. I am thinking that YouTube students are following to the goats. If someone put it 0, then everyone start putting on 0. Why I really felt is, okay, we have a Zoom call answer here, like everyone those replies within 40 seconds. That is 333. And one guy right now got replied as a 1. But everyone in the YouTube, I can see that you posted as a 0. I really not understand whether you are listening to the sessions or not. But the thing is, if you're going to follow with the goat, then the goat is some other time, that goat will, like, they will misguide you and they will took it into some other locations. From there itself you can't able to come back. So choice is yours. What you have to do, either you have to follow the goat or you have to solve it by yourself. Well, as I said, I have three different options here. One is from which is not in the option, that is one, someone is replied. A lot of members says it's 3 and a lot of members says it's 0. Okay, one of them in YouTube live, they got replied with the 3. So let us see whether the goat is going to win or the student, those who are calculating with the answer. So let us try to check here. So here we have the value of A as a 0. Let me just go through with that. Let me delete with it. So I have a value of A as a 0 and B as a 3. Now we are going to call this function, and as you guys can see that this is a recursion function, which means, okay, as we got written in if else, So if this condition becomes true, the function is going to return this value. If this condition becomes false, then function is going to return this value. Now let us check with that. So we have a as 0 and b as 3. So here the first condition is a money what? 0 is less than b money what? 3 and 1. So let us calculate 3 and 1. We know 3, that is 1, 1, and 1 means simply 1 here. So the output should be 1 only. So 0 is less than 1. Condition true or false, guys? Tell me. Yes,
True.
condition true or false?
True condition.
Right. So as it's true, so it is going to return this particular statement. Now to get that answer, what I need to do is I need to call this function one more time, but here there is a change. The value of a right now become +1 and the b keep remains the same. Right. So here I need to call the function like this function and a plus 1. So value of a is already 0. So it become 1 and the value of b is 3. Now we have new value of a and we have new value of b. And if I wanted to return the value, which means I need to again solve with this question, and whatever that answer, that is the final answer for this call. Okay, now let us check with that. So again, value of a is 1. So let me solve with this code whether the condition becomes true or not. So 1 is less than b and 1. Okay, b and 1 we already calculated here, that is 3. So 1 is less than 1, condition becomes what? False. So if it is false, it will goes to the else and it says what? The 1 and what is that value of b? So 1 and 3. The answer is 1. And unfortunately, which is not there in that particular options. So the right answer is 1. What if I am correct? Can you please tell me whether I have calculated everything right here on a call, or did I made somewhere in the mistake? Yes, guys, tell me. Now, let me tell you one thing. I put some of the questions, those are not related with the correct options. So if you are like putting this like this, if you are starting doing, just putting the shotgun and like pointing out the option, those have posted in a YouTube live very first, and that answer, if you are going to tell, then mark my words, you are actually not doing anything bad towards me. You are making yourself in such a positions that you can't able to do anything in your life. Means after having all these things, after putting all these things in your hand, if you could not able to get it, then the question needs to be asked at your side, whether I am really at a right position, or the position is right, but I came here by mistaking. The choice is yours, what you have to choose. But my job is to tell you the reality, and for that, some couple of questions I put it here before the session itself. Those are not matches with the answer. Now I want you guys to solve it and just tell me the right answer. And for that solvement, like whatever the time is required, I'm capturing here. And behalf of it, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, you guys are having test. So that test also you need to be do it. How to do and where to do that, everything is going to tell you in that same aspects. And everybody knows that you already have that Instax accounts with you. In that Instax platform only, we are going to planning the test for verbal as well, this pseudocode. So next question, I don't want any no goat following, and the goat here is not for greatest of all the time. The goat here is a very different meaning. Okay, so please make sure that whatever you are doing, maybe let him take the time, that's not a problem. Practice makes man's perfect. Without practice there is no any perfection. If there is no any perfection, there is no any confidence. If there is no any confidence, there is no any selections. If there is no any selections, then I don't want to tell you that, but you people better know, like instead of me, what you supposed to do for your future to be get served. So next question, I want you to answer by solving the code itself. Okay, so let us follow here. Let me delete this and let us go to the next question now. And okay, one thing which I really wanted to tell, there is only one guy here, those who have answered the right question. And the thing is like the question, the answer which is not there in that list means I'm really in a doubtful position right now whether everyone is really solving the questions or you just came for the time pass. I really not understood with that. In such a case, it's better we will stop the classes. Whatever you guys feel comfortable, you can do with that. What do you think, guys? Can you please tell me? I hope I'm pretty audible to everyone. Guys, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
I asked something. I haven't received my answer. We are solving, sir. Okay, Uma. Just couple of members are doing, but what about others? Like I really not understand. They are like following like isn't good. We don't want you to execute like this. That is why we taken it for a live sessions. Else I would have already posted my like pseudocodes videos right there. I would have seen that videos and ask you guys to get it prepared. So please make sure that you're supposed to be solved right here in the question. So I am going to check with this. Let us go for the next question and let us see what you guys are exactly doing so far. Here is the next question. Your time start now. That's so nice. I got received the answer within 1 minute. And from YouTube Live also and from Zoom call. The very first answer of which I got received is on in 19 second. Sorry if I'm compared with the YouTube Live because these guys are 30 seconds delay. They are listening my voice in a 30-second delay. So if I really see with that a proper time in YouTube Live, like first person, those who have answered in the YouTube Live is Sushmita Birazdar and she got answered within 14 seconds only. So let us first check with that as everyone receives the same result. But now I felt to be get calculated with this. So here we have the value of A as a 2 and the value of B as a 1. Okay. And what we have to do is again we have a if condition. Well, this is true, then only some statements are going to return. If this is false, then a plus 1, that is what 2 plus 1 3 is supposed to be received. So I just need to calculate 2 and 1 and whether it should be greater than 0 or not. Okay, let us check with that. 2 and 1, 2 means what? 1 0, 1 means here 0, I have to write an answer is 0 itself. So 0 is greater than 0. Condition what? False. And if the condition false, it will directly goes outside and 2 plus 1, 3 is the right answer from this question. So those who have received 3 right here, for them, it's absolutely the right answer. And that is what the activeness and simplicity that you guys needs to be follow, and some tricks immediately on a compilations at your hand, and you can able to get that answer within 1 minute. That is so appreciable. Let us move to the next question again. Here we are moving. All right, so next question is on your screen. So I'm resetting the timer. Your time start now, guys. It's been approximately, I can say it's 2 minutes itself. And I got received the first answer right here at very last of the minutes. And if I compared with the YouTube live, then they shared me the answer at 47 seconds. But more interesting is what we are having a lot of options right here. If I can see with the Zoom call right here is I'm receiving one, I'm receiving two, even I received three, sorry, four as well. And in the YouTube live, I got received two also, six also, and yeah, one also. So so it's a bit complicated that everyone replies different answers, and that too in these numbers. So let us try to evaluate and understand what it will be. So here I will start with like again a equals to 4 we have, and b equals to 1 we have. Okay, now here once the function is called, now let us understand the approach right it here. So we have written if, and if this condition becomes true, which means the function is going to start returning from it. Okay, it will not go next to that. All right, fine. Okay, then if this condition becomes false, then it will goes to the next if, and if this is true, then only this block is going to return. It will not goes before to that. And what if this both of the condition becomes false? It is going to return only the value of a. Okay, fine. So let us understood with this. So initially I got called function of a comma b, that is 4 comma 1. Okay, now I am going to check 4 is greater than a. Sorry, 4 is greater than 1. Condition true. True means it has to go inside and it has to return with this. What it has to return? It says b plus. What is the value of b? 1 plus function of, now a and b got replaced with each other. Means the value of a becomes as 1 and the value of b becomes as 4. Now to return all this value, you have to call this function one more time. So let us again call this function a as 1 and b as 4. Now, if a as 1 and b as 4, this condition becomes what? False. So if this condition becomes false, then it will goes to the next. It says a XOR b. What is the value of a? A is 1, XOR b. B is what? 4. E is greater than 1. I have to check. Now let me write the binary of 4 is 100, and the binary of 1 is 100. So if it is different, it is 1. If it is different, it is 1. This is 0. So the binary of this is 5. And yeah, the 5 is greater than 1. Condition true, which means it is going to return 1. So what is the output of function of 1 comma 4 is 1. And we have already calculated 1. So what is the final value? 1 plus 1, that is what? 2. And the correct option right at here is D itself. And some of the YouTube lives also they got replied, but some of have them returns with the wrong answer. And let me check with the Zoom call how many of them have written this two. Okay, yes, one. Only one person has written with the two. I hope you understood with this. If there is any doubt, please ask me and get it clear. I am just waiting for your confirmation, guys. What about others? Okay, all right, okay. Okay, now let's get move to the next question. And again, one more timer we are going to start. So let me delete this all the previous one. And here we are. This is most interesting question and one of my favorite in a list. And in your interviews or in your exams, you must be received these kind of questions. So please practice more. Your time starts now. As I'm getting answer one from everyone. So can you just tell me what is the output of if block here? It is true or false?
True, sir.
Okay, that is 2 plus 1, that is 3. 3 is greater than B, then it is going to return 1. That's it. So the answer, right answer is 1. And that is so appreciable with everyone. Let us move to the next question again. Here we are. The question is on screen and your time starts now. Very first, the answer which I got received here from Rani Vitkar at 34 seconds, and then at 42 seconds, I got received one answer from the Zoom call. I guess who have answered that? Let me check. Yashashri Moe has got answered, and everyone is replying with the -6. I just wanted to hear whether the condition in that if block is becomes true or false, guys. Tell me. Yes.
So at first it becomes true, but and when we call it means recursion, then it becomes false.
So when it becomes false, it returns what? 6. So 6 minus 6, 0. And 0 minus 6, the right answer is -6 itself. That is so appreciable. Let us move to the next question. Maybe I have or don't have also, I don't know. I got created with some couple of problem. Yeah, we have it one more also. Okay, so here we are. Your time starts now. That is what's so appreciable at YouTube Live also in the Zoom call also it taken sharp 27 seconds to get that first answer and simultaneously everyone replies with the same. Okay, again, tell me whether the condition becomes true or false in the first if.
False. False.
So as the condition becomes false, then what is it going to be do? Directly that 5 plus 6, that is what? 11. But still you taken 27 seconds to make that evaluated. So again, some time has to be grown up. Like once the question will come, okay, put your mind in such a way that, okay, you can able to solve it. And really, I'm telling you, these question actually, these such a kind of questions needs to be get solved within only 10 seconds. At 27 seconds also, okay, for now it's well and enough. I'm not saying it's such a bad or something, but yeah, we have to again improve more. So let us again shift it to the next question and hoping next question you guys are answering very prompt. Here we are. So let me restart the timer and your time starts now. Okay. Can you guys notice something that don't you feel that this question has already done?
Yes,
Yeah, guys,
sir.
tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and still like we have different answers means if I can see at the YouTube live, everyone replies with the two. write it here, and in a Zoom call, I got received 2 as answer, 6 as answer, 1 as answer, 2 as answer. Now I just wanted to tell you this, like when means this is not actually required for you, but as we guys are supporting for a number of students at the section, so we used to keep that remind with the values. Here there is a change. As per my information, maybe the values are going to change, or the function calling may be supposed to be changed. Either any one of this. If I can see the options are get shuffled, or the options value maybe got changes. Well, we will try to make that understand what is the correct answer again one more time. So here I'm going to say, let me get back here. Okay, so value of A is what? 4. Value of B is what? 1. So A is greater than 4. 4 is greater than 1. Condition becomes what? True. True means it has to execute from here, and it is not going to execute everything right from here at a initial calling. So it says, okay, B means 1 plus the function of A and B values got shuffled. That is, it becomes 1 comma 4 again. So at the second calling, when the function of 1 comma 4, A is greater than B, this condition becomes false. It will goes to here, A XOR B, that is 1 XOR 4, and 1 XOR 4 is 5, and 5 is greater than 1, becomes true. So it is going to return 1, and 1 plus 1 is what? 2. Now my point right here is still sum of 1. Actually, this is everything right in the question. Only the options are shuffled. Now those who have received, like 6, those who have received 1, I just want their explanation where you did the mistake. Like Vaishnavi Mari right here in a call, she put it as a 6, and Yashashri Moe, she put it as a 1. Yashashri, where did you actually made the mistake? Vaishnavi, can you also please tell me about it? Where you
So
actually made the
written,
mistake right here in the question.
so I have written one also.
Okay, you written only one. Okay, you haven't calculated the value of B.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what about yours, Vaishnavi?
Sir, I forgot to update the values.
But how come it will return as a 6? Because anyway, we are not changes any value. And like if you wanted to take in a consideration, you just have to check with what is the input and what must be the maximum value. If I return with that also, 11 will not come. So there is a possibility that either this 3 or 6 or 2 is going to come. Minus 3 will not going to come because it's not a minus operation. If it is a minus operation and there is only one negative value, then I am telling you blindly you have to choose that option. Because if it is a minus operation itself, but if it is a plus operation, then minimum to minimum value and maximum to maximum value, you have to take it alone, and you have to just go for other values, and there you have to work for the logic. Next time, please make sure that you are following with this, and I just repeated with the same question. Until first answer, as I said, we got received at 27. Second is at 33 seconds. So again, the time has to be more, needs to be taken care right at there. And in the same aspect, I want you to solve the question. Let us try for one again. Here it is, and I guess this one is the last question. So here it is on his screen. Let me reset it and start with that. Okay, we got received some couple of answers again. So in my Zoom call, I got received 6 from 3 members, and in the YouTube Live, there are 6 members we got answered. Out of that, 6 were answered by 3 members. Uh, one will answered by 2 members, and 0 will answered by other one. Again, one out of the box answer is came, that is 18 itself. But I will tell you, the very first guy who has answered the question right here is Uma Yerzer. She got answered sharp at 1 minute. Later, here in a call, Yashashri Moe, she got answered by 1 minute and 2 milliseconds. I can say it's not 2 seconds, 1 minute and 2 seconds only. And as we have a different results, so we will solve with that and we will conclude with this. And after this, I'm going to be share you some points, because as I said, tomorrow we guys are going to start with data structure preparation towards Capgemini, and you are having an online exam towards pseudocode also tomorrow and day after. That timings and everything will be shared in your group. You just needs to be follow with that properly, and make sure that 3 tests we guys I actually wanted to conduct, and that test results I'm going to analyze personally, and behalf of it only I'm going to predict what can be the selections criteria for the next Capgemini, what will be the interview preparation you guys needs to do. And for the SWR preparation also, there must be a one YouTube live class. That class you guys needs to be attained, and some details also is going to share with you. That details also you guys have to be get followed related to the Capgemini. Let us come back to the topic. I have so many things to discuss. After these completions, we will discuss all that details one by one, so that you guys can understand what will be the plan and how the things are going to be run. So here I have the value of A as 7 and the value of B as 1. So this functions we are going to call, that is function of what? A means what? 7 comma 1. And once we like written this code functions of 7 comma 1, then value of A equals to B is going to done. Which means whatever the value of A, it's really not concerned. Whatever the value of B is going to come, that is only comes in a consideration inside the function, because both are like putting in the same value. So the A is also 1 right here and B is also 1. Okay, that's fine. Well, I'm going to check whether A is greater than 0. Yes, A is greater than 0. So if the A is greater than 0, then I'm going to return what? B plus. B plus means 1 plus. Okay, function of. So we have again 2 arguments to pass. And if you guys observe, the second argument is 0. Okay, second argument is 0. First argument only I have to calculate. Okay, which is from here to here. And see, what is this calculation? A plus A, that is 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, 2 minus 2, 0. We are at here. It becomes 0. 0 plus 3, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. So we are at here. It becomes 5. 5 minus 1, 4. Okay, then plus B. Okay, what is the value of B right now is 1. That is again 5 itself. Minus A, the value of A is 1. So that is becomes here 4. Plus B, that is 1. So that is again becomes as 5. And plus A, that is 1. That is also becomes as 6. So the final value comes after this calculation is 6. Okay, 6 comma 0. Okay, so function is going to pass 6 comma 0. Now it is going to check with the condition. Okay, now it is going to put that A as a 0. Okay, value of A right now is 6 and the B as a 0 right here. So it is going to set A equals to B means A is also 0 at the second calling and B is also 0 at the second calling. So it is going to check A is greater than 0. No. So if the A is not greater than 0, it returns A. A means what? 0 right at here. So whatever the value of that B, which is going to return by the previous calculation, and the correct result is what? 1. And I will tell you in the numbers how many of you have been solved. So let me start with the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 members from the YouTube live. And let me check in the Zoom call. Nobody is actually says 1. Everyone is reply 6 right at here. It is not required to delete the messages, guys. Everyone is looking out. If they are watching the videos, by that time they can able to see your messages. Why you deleting the messages from the YouTube live? I really not understand. Well, I wanted to ask those who have concluded with the answer 6, where you actually made the mistake. Tell me. Yes, here in a Zoom call and here in the YouTube live. Please let me know where you did the mistake. Second return function. Okay. What I really felt is like in the second return function, yeah, that updated value of A and B you haven't taken. You taken the previous one, and that is why the answer 6 is there. So you became so confident that okay, yeah, so C is my right answer. This is what the tricky questions they will always ask you. So for that line by line code you guys have to run without forgetting that line by line code you have to run right it there. Okay, with this, what I really felt, the test of pseudocode which is going to comes in the exams, I have made you to make that understand what kind of questionnaires it will be. Well, as of I knows this, like this scenario, we guys have already done in our sessions. A part of beat revision is supposed to be required, and we done it at our level somehow in online sessions. And I appreciate your efforts that some of still are really being active in the YouTube classes, and definitely whatever they are doing the results for their Capgemini's drive, they are going to receive a very positive results in their hand behalf of all this. Now, as per my I just told you, okay, these are the ways to deal with that. Now I want you to feel that pressure before actually taking that section. So that whenever you are going to deal with that class or deal with that session itself or that exam time, that pressure you can able to handle and you can able to crack that round. What we guys are going to do from here onwards. So let me delete this everything. This is not even required. I have in my PDFs to be get available, and this is also not required. Let me explain what the things next is going to be happen. Well, as of everyone knows that we have a platform called leadsoft.instax.co.in. So into this platform, you have to log in tomorrow. The dates and times related to the platforms, related to the exams you guys are supposed to be received. And tomorrow we are going to take two tests in a two different time slot. I'm not going to give a particular time slot that you should have to start only by 10 and the exam is going to end by 10:15 only. That will be not a thing. If I said the exam is there, then I will give you the buffer time of 1.5 hours, that is around 90 minutes. In that 90 minutes, anytime you can start, but the exam will be for only 15 minutes only. Now, what I really want you to do while doing these exams, very basic thing that you need to do while writing this exam is first revise. Revise the content which we have seen right here in the pseudocode in a live sessions. You can come to the YouTube classes and I have already made that. Let me show you. Okay, here, let me go back to the YouTube. What you guys need to do is just like come to the YouTube and search for LeadSoft Placement Academy. Those who have any problem with our name, you guys do whatever you want, but you have to search here if you really wanted to see that all the recordings and everything. Okay, you just came here and here in the playlist, okay, go to the playlist. Rest of the thing is not required for you. If you want, you can search it out later. So here you guys can see that Capgemini preparation as one live. Okay, so you can just open that and you may start your Shakir sir class first, and you may have all the recordings available. This has to be got deleted. Let me delete this. Okay, I will do that later. That is like one of the video actually I forget to add to the other list. It is suddenly get added. So that I will delete it and I will put you right here every single things which you wanted to revise as well. As well. Let us say you wanted to try more exams on the pseudo codes. Again, you just go our channels. Again, go to the playlist. Let me show you right here. Go to the playlist, and here you have a playlist called placement oriented pseudocode preparations, and in every single classes, let me just stop this. In every single class there are 9 classes are taken, and all the level of pseudocodes, with those are comes with the recursion, those are comes with actual pseudocodes in Accentures and Capgemini and Emphasis. All these pseudocodes along with I have put. So if you wanted to listen any recorded videos, you can just come to this channel. Again, as I said, placement oriented pseudocode, all the videos are there. You just gone through with that properly and do all the preparations. So that revision ever important thing. I want you to revise properly and come to write with the test. Now, most importantly, okay, there will be what? 15 questions. There will be 15 questions, and I will give you the time of 15 minutes right now. There will be 15 questions, and I'm giving you the time of 15 minutes. And I don't want anyone from this class who is going to put ABCD. If you really understood something, and if you know that you are much capable to do all these things, well, I will tell you, you try to solve. If you can able to try to solve, and at least out of that 15, 10, 12 are correct in the first round, I'm telling you right now, you have cracked that round. Only the thing is, in the second test, whatever you guys have been get corrected, again you have to revise, and you made the mistake that question papers along with the answer you are supposed to be received at your profile once you submitted that exam. So you will supposed to be get with that. You just have to cross confirm, okay, where and at which level I made the mistake. Again, you come back, revise, and do one more time. And again, tomorrow, this will be the test one. Okay, this will be the test one. And this again, 15 questions of pseudo codes. We are going to keep it for again 15 minutes, and this will be the test two. So these two tests you guys are actually writing tomorrow itself. That timings and everything, as I said, you supposed to be received, and by that time, again, verbal questions also getting added. There will be the 10 verbal questions, and we split it into the topics that what so far covered in our Capgemini preparations. So 10, 10, like 20 questions and 10 minutes of time. So combinedly, it will be 25 minutes of exam we'll be having at test 1 and 2. So you have to prepare both of the things and do attend that test very well. And as I said, tomorrow we are having a class at the same time. It will be not matter of it's Sunday or what. I don't have weekend till to this Capgemini and some couple of drives, upcoming drives, those we have already scheduled, since like we done a lot of communication with them, and at the last they shared with all the details in our college email address. So we don't want to lose that opportunity again. So I want everyone to be get work into this entire week. We have 3 campus to be attained so far. So all these details is going to help you out in that campuses also. In Deloitte also you have a pseudocode section. So mark my word, you have to deal with that very well in Capgemini preparations only. And we want to prepare for data structure too. Now, I have a very limited time, and within that time, I want you to deliver that kind of concepts. Those are already asked in the Capgemini exam since from so long. And to do that, so I want you guys to be prepared some of the topics. Those we have already done in our offline classes. So I just want a confirmation from your end. what if I shared you the list of topics? Can you guys able to prepare at your end, and then we will just get it discussed, and then we will can directly shift out to the solving questions and answer. Is that will be fine for you guys? Please confirm. What about others? Yes, what about others, guys? All right, all right, okay. So please take the screenshot, write it here. I'm sharing you the list of topics that you just needs to be prepared. And as I told you, our target is to not solve all the 10 questions. Because I'm telling you, in the data structure of Capgemini, they will ask you the basic data structure. Definitely, they will ask you and advanced data structure like tree and graph. So that points also I will tell you, but what preparations you have to do, that one by one here I am going to tell you. So see, one more thing that you have to be prepared is what? Bubble sort. Okay, bubble sort for ascending order and descending order. And again, I'm telling you to not prepare for the code. I'm telling you to prepare the strategy, to prepare the example wise. Like let us say this is the area I have, okay, like this, and I wanted to make them in ascending order or a descending order. Then how many swappings are required? These kind of questions definitely going to ask, and there may be two questions on bubble sort, that is 110% for sure. And the question may be kind of like this, is like you wanted to sort, you have to use bubble sort, but for descending order, then tell me how many swappings are required, or this is the array and make them in ascending order, and now tell me how many swappings are required. So bubble sort with examples and stepwise, you have to know that you guys have to be prepared along with ascending and descending order. Then, okay, this is the concept. Memory addressing in array. 110% sure two questions will be at here. As I said, two questions will be at bubble sort, two questions will be at memory addressing. Memory addressing questions will be how, like, we have an array with the size of 110 elements, and I have the zeroth position of this address. Then what must be the address of 60 element? What must be the address of 55 element? We will get it solved out, but if you can able to find out any details for the preparation, so please do it for tomorrow and come to the classes. Again, apart from that, most ever important, read it here and tell me.
Time complexity of the sorting algorithms.
Time complexities of sorting algorithms. You guys have to have prepare all the time complexities, like worst case, normal case and best case. Sorry, worst, normal will be not there. Worst, best, and the good case time
Average.
complexity for each sorting
Average.
algorithm you have to
Average.
prepare. Yeah. Okay, but the thing is, the most important thing is what? What? You have to prepare the time complexities of that algorithm. Those are having same. Like I will tell you, when it is comes to merge and heap, their worst and base time complexities are same. Again, when it is comes to what we can say, bubble sort and selection sort, in the best case, their time complexities are same. So there will be the question like, what is the average, which algorithm does supports, or which combined algorithm will does supports the time complexity, or average or worst, or the good time complexity, this, then you have the options. You have to right mark it. So this, you guys have to be prepared so very well. And then the last but not least, okay, here there is a very less chances that we could receive one questions, but if we can receives also, we have to be prepared so far in that in detail. Okay, then read it here, guys. What is it?
Binary search operations.
Binary
Binary
search operation.
search operations. Here you have to, like in a bubble sort, as I told you, how many swappings are required. Likewise, in a binary search operation, they will give you the array and they will give you the element from that array as well. And they want you to tell, okay, they clearly mentions that these binary search is using recursion. Then how many calls of that functions can be get happen? So I want you to binary search, but using recursion approach. Okay, so please prepare with that some sort of examples you could able to solve, and you could able to tell, okay, these many types of recursions are happening for this particular example. And here again, we probably have two questions. So I'm actually writing that things you which you guys are already know, then those are more weightage on the data structure. And last, and which is very important, which comes with the more weightage, and that is like, Capgemini will always put this for a more complications. And read it here. What is that? What I got written?
Pre-order, post-order, in order.
Yes. So guys, you have to have prepare, if some tree is given, okay, then what must be the pre-order of it, what must be the post-order of it, what must be the in-order of it. Or else there is some tree is given in order, and you have to write post or a pre-order. Or else there must be the tree is given in pre-order, and you have to write a post or a in order. And I will tell you, the tree will be same for each and every set, but this definitely comes in a three questions. And I'm pretty sure that these 7 questions we guys can able to crack very easily, because we have already seen them in our session. Just only the thing we required is practice on the content, proper practice on a proper content, and revision along with the concept itself. Now, your job is today and tomorrow, as I told you, these questions we are going to be discussed, and I'm not going to discuss like 10 or 15 questions in detail in a one single call. I want you to prepare in such a way that 2 3 questions also getting done in that call initially, that will be fine. But I want you to answer it more without Googling it, by trying it by yourself. So shall I really expect that all these preparations can be done at your side by the tomorrow itself? Yes, no, guys?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, what about others?
Yes, sir.
All right, great, great. So tomorrow, as I said, in the same time, you will be supposed to be received the link by 20 minutes before. You guys have to join the sessions without fail, and we are going to start with that preparations. And before to that, you are supposed to be receiving the test links along with the date times, and everything will be shared. But probably what I really felt is you may forget with the instack password. So we are resetting for each and every students, and we are putting a one common password, so that once you log in, if you want, you can change with that. Okay, so we guys are going to meet tomorrow with the same time, write it here.